Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is gzduel here to give you my Raccoon deck for the April ban list, 2014, of course. And I'm having a lot of fun with this deck because surprisingly, these Raccoon monsters are super OP. They generate so many pluses. It makes going first, if you're using the OCG rules where you only have 5 cards to start with, like not a thing at all because you'll just get the plus right away. So without further ado, let me get into the deck profile. We have 2 Destiny Hero Plasma. This is the boss monster basically of your deck. You also have a Thunder King Ryo because this thing is a boss monster in itself. For the beast monsters, we have one Tree Otter. This is pretty good. It's a level 2 beast monster. Of course, you can use this with the effect of, you can bring this out with the effect of Obedient School. You can also use this really OP effect to boost attack, and it has really great synergy with Sendayu, so why not play it, right? One Wind Up Kitten, level 2 again. It's Earth, so you can synchro with it to get into Natural Beast or Barkion as well. Also has a pretty OP effect. You can bounce one of your opponent's monsters, so that's pretty good. 3 Baby Raccoon Popoko, I think that's what's called. Yeah, this is really good. When you normal summon this card, you can special summon one level 2 beast monster from your deck in face down defense position, and you usually want to get like Tantan, or you want to get Raikou if you really need it. But yeah, it's a really good +1 instantly in the first turn. Also, you want to play Elephant because Elephant is a level 2 tuner, which is a beast as well, and you can bring this out with Obedient School. You can bring this out with Tantan, not Pinocchio, Tantan, and then you can go into Natural Beast, Natural Barkion, so that's really cool. This card is one of the most broken cards in this deck, this Calantosa Mythical Beast of the Forest. So this is a really good card. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a beast type monster, you can target one card on the field and destroy that target. So when you flip up Tantan, you can summon one level 2 beast type monster from your deck, and then you can summon this guy, and then you get a free pop. So first turn you set Tantan, your opponent attacks into it. It's kind of like a Raikou. You can destroy any card, but you don't have to mill. So sometimes you want to prefer this card better. And plus, it's a Earth type, so more versatility with Synchro. And you also want to play one Raikou. Raikou is still good. You can still set this card face down, and it'll still mill the deck, which is kind of counterintuitive, but it's okay. Also, it adds another name. So in Obedient School, you have to summon out 3 level 2 beast monsters with different names. So that can be kind of tough because beast monsters level 2, there are not too many that are really good that you want to play in multiple copies, but like Raikou, not bad. And I've seen builds where some would argue that this card, this Mythical Beast, is better than Raikou because even when you draw Mythical Beast, you can you can't use it, but if you draw Raikou, you can use this effect. But I disagree because I think the Mythical Beast is faster because you don't have to set it, and then you can just, when it's special summoned, you can just destroy one card. So I play 2 of these and 1 of Raikou. And this card, the Baby Raccoon Tantan, this card is just super awesome. You flip it, you can summon one level 2 beast monster from your deck. I think, yeah, no, its effect is not even negated, so it's like super good. 2 effect railers because you can basically lock down your opponent pretty well with the effect of Natural Beast and Natural Barkion. You just kind of worry about their monster effects. I hate when, you get pluses and then your opponent goes second and then he goes Exciton Knight and then you kind of cry because you have no comebacks from that, so that's a thing. For the spells, we have 3 Upstart Goblin because you want to get into these 3 cards, these Obedient Schooled, as soon as possible. And then you want to have 3 Mystical Space Typhoon because you don't want anything to happen to your monsters. You don't want a Bottomless or Torrential Tribute. That might be kind of sad. And then for the traps, we go heavy in the traps. We go 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Mirror Forces, 2 of these Burst Reverse, which is a really good card. Pay 2,000 life points, target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in face down defense position. Use it in your opponent's turn. During the end phase, bring back Tantan, and then you can get a plus the next turn. You have to pay 2,000 life points, which, some people might argue, wait, this is like a solemn warning, but it's wholly worth it, trust me. And then you play 1 Compulsory Evacuation. I play 2 Safe Zone for a number of reasons. I play Safe Zone because I want to protect Plasma. I play Safe Zone because I want to protect Ryo. I want to play Safe Zone because I want to protect my Natural Beast if I get it out. And I even want to play Safe Zone when I have Sendayu. I just protect one of the tokens with like 3,000 attack, and then you can't destroy my Sendayu, nor can you destroy my token, so that's kind of OP. We also play 3 Phoenix Chain. Like I said, the monster effects kind of, I hate them. Like, especially Exciton Knight, especially like Silent Honor Arc. These things to just steal your monsters. Like, you have a pretty good setup with Natura Beast. They're like, nope, I'll just destroy everything with Exciton Knight. Or nope, I'll just like take your Natura Beast and attach to my monster as a material. So you definitely want to get rid of those monster effects. And then Mistake is a really good card to main deck because this deck doesn't really add anything. You have like Thunder King to like stop adding. It's a really good anti-meta card. A lot of the decks these days, the reason why they're unfair is because they keep adding cards and accruing advantage into their hand. And think about it, like you'll think about Prophecy, they do that. You can think about this new Satella Knight archetype where they just keep adding cards. I don't know if you guys heard of the Satella Knights. They're kind of crazy. They're probably going to be a pretty top tier deck once they come out. So like Mistake is a really good meta call right now. You know, it stops Tenki, it stops all of these great cards. So definitely run it at 2. And then of course you want Solemn Warning. So altogether, if you get off all of your traps, you pay like 6,000 life points. But like, who cares when you're winning, right? So whatever. In the extra deck, we have one Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Trees. This is not bad. This is like when you have too many monsters to do with than what you know how to do with, and then you can just synchro them all. This is not bad. This card cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Also one Barkion, because all of your monsters are basically Earth, and you have a Earth tuner. Thunder Unicorn. I don't go into this deck, card too much, but like you could, you can gain. Your opponent's monster loses 500 attack for each monster you control. So because you spam a lot of monsters, you can potentially get rid of some really, really big monsters your opponent has. Natura Beast, one of the most frequent synchros you go for. Baomeng has a really good synergy with Thunder King Ryo, because like when it gets destroyed, you can just get back Ryo, and yeah, it's a good time. This Armory Arm is not bad. You can boost your Plasma, you can boost your Thunder King, and it's kind of crazy. Mistbird Colossus. This is okay. You can get into this card pretty easily because your tokens. Oh yeah, right. Sendai generates a token that's level 1. That's why you can go into these things. So you can synchro with the Elephant and a token, and then you can go into Colossus. It's not bad. Downward Magician is when you run out of materials on your Sendayu, and then you don't have beast monsters to protect it. You can just overlay it. The Daigasto Phoenix, just for OTKs. 3 Sendayu because you'll you'll most likely go into 2 at least, but just to have 3 is just to be safe. You can go into rank 2s pretty easily in this deck, so more Sendayu the better. 1 Herald of Pure Light, because sometimes you do draw into these little things that you don't want. You don't want to kind of draw into Elephant, you don't want to draw into like, I don't know, Raikou, and you can bring them back. You can just like add, I don't know, something more useful to your hand like Thunder King, and then bring those cards back into the deck, which you can then use with Obedience School to bring them out. So it's not a bad card to have. 1 Gotchi, and then 1 Dark Mist, because you can easily first turn get into Dark Mist if you want to, or if your opponent begins very strong with like a huge monster, you can just go Dark Mist with Obedience School. That's like 1 card, you get into Dark Mist, and you can get rid of that problem. So that's pretty good. Don't have a side deck as always, because yeah, it's just started for like what, 12 days. I don't even know what's going to be good. I saw a couple of like videos of regionals where I see like Fire Fist still topping. I see Georgia's kind of topping. Yeah, so maybe I'll face more of those meta decks, because like right now in Dev Pro, everyone is just like testing out random stuff. So I really don't know what's going to be meta, so I can't give you a definitive side deck. But hopefully as the format shapes up, I will be able to bring you guys more information. But other than that, you can feel free to add whatever card you feel necessary into the side deck in the main deck that fits your playstyle. As always, this is Gary GZduel signing out.